I kind of want a snack.
Go grab a snack really quick.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
It blur my background.
Ooh.
Oh, soften that shit. See ya.
Hello.
What's up, Sarah?
What's up, Camille? How's it going?
Just doing perfect now.
Perfect. Fantastic.
So, what kind of wine are you drinking?
Malbec.
That's my go-to.
You drinking?
I'm drinking a Manhattan.
Oh, we're surpassing the wine.
I'm going to the Manhattan town. Well, here's something to also think about and talk about, and maybe a lot of people that are watching this are in the same boat, and especially for a promoter yourself of the Milwaukee and a couple other shows that are coming up as well. With the economy being the way it is, unemployment, bodybuilders in the bodybuilding industry as is already, a lot of times people live paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot of extra spending money, and the sport can be very, very expensive. So when the season does come back on and we're able to compete again, there might be a lot of people that are not able to afford it, And so I think talking about some of the things, a lot of people don't know about the aid that is out there. Like for an example, we just saw our city's rental rights for during the COVID-19. There are ways that you can receive not just if you have lost your job, unemployment, but rent abatement, different options to help support you during this time. But it'll be interesting to see the numbers that are able to compete once we are back active.
Yeah, it will. And with that side of things, it's hard because it can be an expensive sport. Everyone who's in this knows that, and it adds up quickly. But that's why putting things ahead of time, putting a plan together, putting a budget together for your shows that you're looking to compete in is so important. And that's something that, especially with newer competitors, for instance, like the girls that I work with, they've never competed before. I'm talking to them about that, 20 weeks before we're even starting a prep. We're going to go through and say, okay, these are the things that you can take care of now. If you take care of these right now, then we're going to be in a fine position for later versus if you wait, you put it all off, it's all a big chunk at once. Spreading it out really helps people. So I think that it's good, and seeing the registrations come in, it's great to still see because of what's going on. But those are those people that are, probably planning it out a little bit better, thinking it through that, well, if they do this part here, it seems like less and less then.
Are you guys doing anything to keep your athletes motivated and on track and just to still stay focused?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually it was just the beginning of this week I hosted a Zoom call for all my clients. So
did you figure out Zoom?
I did figure out Zoom. Everyone has to figure out Zoom right now.
Yeah.
I had no option. I tried to actually do like a whole Facebook Live, group thing. And that was a nightmare. I don't use Facebook a lot. I don't post to Facebook. Yeah, I don't do really anything with it. So I was trying to go live, but I wanted to go live just for my clients, obviously, not for everybody, to answer a bunch of questions. And long story short, couldn't figure out, finally got it over to Zoom. And it was nice, after we got off the Zoom call, it was a bunch of different text messages that had come into me about how, more motivated they were after doing that, seeing everyone kind of, okay, we're all in the same situation.
Yeah, we're all struggling together. So what are some of like the biggest like obstacles you're seeing as a coach? I used to coach a pretty big roster, and I've really stepped away from that. So I only have like maybe 2 or 3 athletes that I continue to coach, but I'm kind of removed from that. So what are the types of things that you're hearing as a coach right now of stress factors? Like what are people dealing with that are like actively competing?
I think if we separate actively competing versus lifestyle, they're a little bit different for sure. So with what you saying, actively competing, those girls are in a tough situation, but I can say that almost all of them are very headstrong in what the situation is and the level of control that they have over it and what they can control. It's recognizing what you can control and what you can't control.
Yeah.
You try to control something you can't control, you're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to get
Right.
frustrated, stressed out. You're going to end up quitting. You're going to end up calling it a day. So that is one thing that I'm super happy about. But the ones that aren't, even like, for instance, my lifestyle clients, I think it's a lot about thought control, and really just controlling your emotions. It's a lot of information being given to our brains at once, and it can be very overwhelming, and especially since there's so many things. Like, for instance, I do watch the press conferences each day, and seeing Donald Trump talk live, and then what the media sometimes spins it into later, it's different.
Well, it depends on which news station you're watching.
Exactly. And that too. So it's just kind of digesting it and controlling what thoughts you really want to feed. Don't think it really is the end of the world or the apocalypse. It's just for the time being. It's temporary temporary restrictions we have right now. But I think the ones that just continue to control their emotions, stay the disciplined athletes that they are, they're going to be just fine. And I think, like I said, it's going to weed some people out. And even if it doesn't weed them out of the race, it's going to show on stage. So
yeah.
Well,
and for
what about you?
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, I
know you're limited, but still.
Yeah, but I think for the advice I've been giving, I mean, even though I'm not actively doing a lot of one-on-one coaching, Chris and I have really kind of taken the reins, and we have about 2,700 members at our gym.
Yeah, which is a lot.
It's a pretty big,
a lot.
We have a large membership base, and they're very active. It's a very tight community, and so they, they're like, it's a very serious gym. You've been there. So they've been removed from their gym, and a lot of them just still need that accountability, but just need something. So we've created like
an escape.
Yeah, but so we've created like a members only platform, allowing them to have like different workouts, different meal templates, nutritional advice. But I think for a lot of people who are like, especially lifestylers, it's like having that goal initially before this whole thing happened of like progression. Maybe it's just utilizing your coach for maintenance. Maintain where you're at so you don't gain that quarantine 15 that everyone's talking about, just maintaining through. And then as soon as the whole thing lifts, where lives are kind of normalized in just a couple of weeks, then you can hit it right back.
Right. And it's true. But what is also funny is talking about the quarantine 15 or whatever.
Drinking your wine.
Yes, I am.
Oh. Drink. There you go.
It's also almost the complete opposite too, because you're stuck at home. I can tell you that firsthand. Prepping while traveling is the hardest thing to do. Traveling almost every single weekend, all over the country, all different time zones, all different restaurants around you, different meetings you have to have out at these restaurants, different events that are at the restaurants, at our bars, cocktail hours. Doing that and prepping is so hard. So for me,
this is actually
to me, this is like the most ideal situation in the world. Sure, not being able to go to the gym is horrible, but other than that, you're home. You could cook every single meal fresh if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate situations, but you have to look for the positive. You have to look for the silver lining. And I know a lot of people that talk about eating cold meals and stuff, and I never did that. But you're home. You can cook every meal fresh exactly how you want it with whatever you want. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. I think you should take advantage of it. If this is a great time to hunker down and be in a little rabbit hole and just focus. You have one job, do that job, execute every single meal. You get to nap in between your meals if you need to.
Watch a show. You know what, Sarah?
Right.
That's a really great point. I like
Yeah.
that. That's really, really good. And you're right. Because as competitors, especially like for me, when I start getting like really deep into prep, I turn into an introvert. I think most competitors do, because being in super social environments and situations, like it's just really, really
horrible.
hard. Yeah, it's like you're
Let's
like,
not downplay
nothing.
it.
I'm super content with my fish and water thing. But
yeah.
And I know the flexible dieters out there will be like, but you can have it.
Right. But you can't.
But when you're like deep in prep, being at home, hunkering down, you're absolutely right. I think for what's stressful is just the uncertainty of people have lost their jobs, kids being home. So if you're trying to compete and you're doing all that stuff, then it can be a total just mind bluster.
Right. Right. It's a lot. So yes, I can't imagine being a single mom and then with the kids out of school. That is really rough. But hopefully everyone out there has some help and okay.
Let me find it.
I look like I have no hair if I just move my ponytail to the back.
You know what's funny, actually? I just read an article yesterday on how
with
to
the blur. Look at the blur.
Yeah. How to give you, that's the quarantine cut. How to give yourself how to do the quarantine cut.
The quarantine cut. You put a bowl over your head and you trim. That's how you do it.
But it was a real article on like.
That's wild.
All right, I'm gonna do okay.
I love how Camile tells me no glam, exactly how you are in quarantine. And here I am, fresh out of quarantine.
Okay, well,
and there Camile is.
That didn't really apply this week, but next week we need to like really look the part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you didn't pass that memo along today. Okay, thanks.
You and I both look equal right now. All right, I'm looking for this. Gosh, hey Chris.
Equal.
He's taking off. I'll get back.
For the burgers?
He's getting the burgers.
Well, that's good.
Dang it. All right. Well, anyways, super, super funny. Okay, there was another one.
Oh, let's share some memes. Does that mean Kyle, I think I learned. That means I need to send these to you. To send them to Kyle so that he can put them on the screen. Did you see that?
Kyle is automatically going to be like, blurp, just so you know.
Right, exactly. I am here editing your video.
Memes. You know what I did actually? You should do the same thing. Is I started a quarantine 2020 on my Instagram.
What?
It's my highlights. So I can, like, in the future, I can look back and I can be like, oh my God, I remember that. Like, whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's not a bad idea.
Start saving it all.
I haven't been on my phone, like, at all with the quarantine.
See, like, this was funny when it first started, like, back when we were at the Arnold's. And now, this is, like, that's not funny anymore. Like, there's way funnier stuff. Chill out, have a Corona. There's funnier stuff in that.
Oh, like, yeah, way funnier.
We've evolved.
Like this one, ready? Having trouble forcing yourself to stay home. Shave your eyebrows off.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I think one of my favorites is the picture of the woman who did her haircut.
Let me see.
Oh God, it just cracks me up. There's a lot that just make me. Oh, this one was really funny too.
Are you serious? I am absolutely here. I'm confined. I'm losing my mind. I'm borderline as fuck, and I have more baggage than Logan Airport. And you're gonna prevent me from going to the gym, picking up the biggest dumbbells, and banging them.
That's intense.
I never saw that.
What's that?
I never saw that one.
Oh God.
I didn't see any of the ones you sent me so far. I guess I need to step it up a little bit.
Yeah, I've been collecting them because they're like priceless. All right. Oh, this one is like amazing.
I know. Oh yeah. Get that one up on the screen, Kyle.
So they say that they're gonna send me the memes because they learned their lesson, but guess who didn't send me anything?
So, Sarah, that was you.
I just mold my head.
This is the bikini line
Ponytail in the back.
of May.
Right. Oh my gosh. No, never.
Oh man.
So how are your workouts going? Are you still going to your gym and using it?
I am. I feel really bad about even admitting that, but I am. Chris and I pretty much have a private gym. Sarah, I feel like it's like prohibition. Like I walk in there, I'm like
Yeah. Yeah. Do that one more time for me.
But you know what? They're not the same. Like it's not the same because you don't have people
the
around
energy.
you. Yeah, I don't have the energy around you, and you're just like I find myself kind of just doing like mediocre booty workouts every day.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're
every day.
It's
everyday booty.
Yeah.
That's what it is at home. You should be utilizing.
Yeah. No, I've been doing like different splits and stuff. I've been doing my same workout. It's just the intensity's not there because I don't have that energy around. It's like you're in a all by yourself, and it's just like.
Yeah, I get that.
How are you? Like, what do your nails look like right now? Hold your nails up.
Like dog shit. They haven't looked this bad since. Man, I don't know. I don't know the last time they looked this bad. I don't let my nails look this bad, and. You know, when this all started, I even made some comment to Mandis about it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go get my nails done because we don't know how long this is going to last. So, you know,
I might go get your nails done.
I know. I was like, so we should just really, you know, not spend money that doesn't need to be spent, you know? And
that's smart.
I'm like, so I'm sacrificing my nails. It was the stupidest thing I've ever done. Well, and of all times, you know, like I get them mine.
These are my acrylics I've had to cut down because they hurt too much to pull off.
Oh, well, at least yours still look appropriate. I won't get that close for you guys. Sorry.
Bring it in.
They can stay in the blurred area.
Next week I'll be like, wow, Sarah, your nails are like that long.
I filed them down. And I have ombre too, so it's not like you got lucky that you have French right now.
What time do you shower in the morning? Do you shower in the morning?
I don't think we should talk about that on camera.
So you don't.
No, it's not about showering in the morning or not. It's about what my actual daily routine is. It's very different from my normal daily routine right now, Camille.
That's why I'm asking. Kyle's going to be like, well, I edited that 2-hour conversation down to 5 minutes.
So, you know how you sent me that footage?
Which one?
I deleted it.
You look great.
Really? It's really dark. It just got really dark in here.
That's okay. Mine does that sometimes too. It's still really bright outside. A little warm.
Yeah. Oh, trip show. She's my cherry pie. Get some Nelly going. Kyle.
So hot in here.
So obviously your reverse diet is going well.
No. I'm not reverse dieting. I'm not dieting at all. The only thing I'm doing, I'm like, but that's okay. I never do.
Oh.
I don't.
No, I know. We just advocates of reverse dieting. So.
Oh, we have to be?
I mean, we are. We talked about it in our last episode.
Yeah.
Or two episodes.
Okay. My style of reverse dieting is this. It's, in my opinion, as someone who competes often, I have a really hard time following through with a reverse diet. Reverse dieting is one of the hardest things to do. Now, if you're a coach, yes, it's very easy to say, like, this is really important because it is. But it's hard to actually do. Sometimes it's easier said than done. So
it is an easier said than done task, but that doesn't mean
I have just a different strategy for the reverse dieting.
Also, we need to throw this disclaimer out. You've been doing this for a while.
Yes.
You live a very healthy and active lifestyle, and you not reverse dieting doesn't mean that you're going and eating Burger King and McDonald's and
Right.
fried food and chocolate up the wazoo. You not reverse dieting.
I'm still maintaining a clean diet.
Eating an Oreo or a dessert a day with a clean diet. So
you're absolutely right. So yeah, correction, you're right. But
disclaimer, that's all.
Yeah. And
I think a lot of people think, oh, I'm not following reverse diet. Okay, I'm gonna order Buffalo Wild Wings. Whatever. I'm just naming restaurants at this point.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Speaking of which, I have my
Oh my God.
Thank you, Lola.
White platter.
Oh my God, amazing. I might be having to eat a burger in front of you a little bit here.
No, you can eat a burger in front of me, but we could also stop talking.
Sure. We'll wrap it up soon. But this is important. People see that I'm actually eating this, okay? So, yeah, my reverse dieting technique is I go off of intuition. I do track food kind of a little bit throughout the day on MyFitnessPal. Like, I'll track some things I have, and I'm like, okay, around 2 o'clock, I'm like, I have this much remaining, and then I kind of just do like a little, mental tracking in the morning.
Sure.
In the mornings, I'll since we've been in quarantine and my diet has been just off, like
not consistent.
Yeah, like my meals are off and all of that. So in the mornings I've been having just like egg whites and like spinach, and then thank you. And then I'll have like a meal later on.
But now, Camille.
Yes, Sarah.
Have you always not reverse dieted like this? Always.
I just go off of how I feel, and I check the weight. I check my scale like maybe every other day, and if it starts to kind of go up, it's like, okay, maybe I'm like having too much of that,
Okay, so you're a scale gal.
Well, no, I'm not a scale gal.
Every other day is a scale gal.
What's that?
Every other day is a scale gal.
Well, in my off season, especially after a show, when I'm like adjusting, I'll check my weight a little bit. Especially if I feel like I'm like a little off, I'll check my weight.
Right, for sure.
When I'm on point.
How funny. I do the same thing. Yeah, okay. Got it. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. And to all of my athletes, that does not give you the green light to not reverse diet.
You're like, don't listen to her.
Yeah. We all have our own opinions. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah.
That is just the reality of the bodybuilding world.
Yeah.
That's
true.
why there's all different coaches. That's why different athletes work good with other coaches.
But before I even got into competing, I was really into clean eating. All right, I'm eating a burger and fries right now, so it doesn't really count. And I eat some crap once in a while, but
we all do.
For the most part, you're right. But for the most part, it's very clean and very structured. And it's always been like that. Like I've always had that type of lifestyle. I've always been very intuitive.
And you've always been super active.
And I'm an intuitive eater. Always have been. So I have that engraved in my habits, my mind, and
Alrighty. So I think we know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you made it this long, please message me on Instagram.
We'll give you a special prize. So congratulations. If you made it this far, there is a special prize for you. So please email us and we will get your address and ship it out.
We've got a pretty solid sponsor, Maximum Beauty. I'm sure they can hook up some clothes or something. Free touch up.
Yeah. We should actually do our next one. We should do like a raffle for a free makeup giveaway.
Oh, should we, Camille?
Yeah. I'll do.
Oh my God, I'm getting
I'll do a Santa Cruz Sports Nutrition order. We can make some prizes. We can make some prizes.
We could. All right, giveaway coming to you soon.
What?
And if you made it this long, so Kyle, obviously this stays at the end. Then please message Camille and I on Instagram. We would love to hear from you, and we will take note of those who made it this long, and we're ahead of the giveaway.
All right, Sarah.
All right, Camille.
This is
Until
it.
next time. This is really it. This is it. Yeah.
Partying
God
is
bless.
sorrow, but we have to separate ourselves from each other at one point.
So we'll do it now.
Pull yourself away from me. Pull yourself away.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording because that'll make me hang up.
Okay, stop.
Okay, stop. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.